Hello friends. Hello darlings, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another cosplay video and it's Loki, which I'm sure a lot of you guys will love. In this video I'm going to show you how I turn a normal black lace front wig into my Loki wig. The last time I did my Loki wig was 4 years ago, so I love it when I'm asked to do things by people and then I'm like, yeah, sure, I can do it, it'll be easy, right? How to make a fool of yourself on camera. I have put the link for this wig in particular down below. It's a very simplistic lace front. It doesn't sit that nicely on me, but it will work, and the best part of it is I forgot I had it in a drawer, thus I do not have to pay any money to make this video. Yay. Also, there's a red kite out the window I'm going to show you guys, it'll be cool. The first thing I did was to brush out the wig because it gotten a little bit dirty over time. I've applied pins to the lace front and I've let the stuff dry with some clips at the back. The main issue I always run into with Loki wigs is that the hair never wants to stay back, it wants to fall down to the side. Annoying hair. But this is our starting point and we're gonna first find out what our lace front is gonna look like. Why am I patting this? It's weird. I look weird in this lighting because the overhead lighting just makes you look like you've been dead for a few years and someone has cast greater restoration on you and you're just like, so got the wig on. I have clipped into my hairline where I want the wig. Let's start that one again. I've clipped into my natural hairline and made sure that the wig is exactly where I want it to be on my forehead, and this is the most important point. First thing I noticed is that this wig has got a way too long lace front, so it will want to ride up on my ear like that. This is a friction pen. What are they called? It's a pen where when you put heat on it, the ink disappears. Now you always want to be careful putting heat near wig and plastic, but with a very low iron setting I can remove the ink from the wig lace. And I'm going to use this to mark where I want the new hairline to be. Hopefully it will work out and I won't make an absolute fool of myself and everyone will laugh at me. Again, the top of my ear is here, so I'm going to draw a line along my finger and that will inform where I need to cut down. Loki's hairline. Let's look at some photos. There's quite a drawn back point here. There's a very developed triangle outwards by the brows and then it goes back down, and of course the hair grows a little bit further down the side of the ear. I'm going to basically draw out where I want what the hairline to look like onto the lace. One thing of note here, I have no issues shaving my natural hairline to fit a wig. I just shave it off and then my hair will grow back. I know that's not for everyone, so if you want to not have to shave your hairline, make sure the wig hairline you're drawing is before your natural hairline, thus you don't have to cut back into your hairline to make the shape. I'm not doing that, I'm just doing what I think looks right for my face, and I will live with the consequences of having a half weirded shaved hairline later in life. That's a problem for tomorrow me, I ain't worried. Okay, I've changed location again. Hopefully this one will be better. We'll see. Right. It is tipping outside, can you hear it? I like to leave a small amount of hair down, which I can glue down. And now let's start the process of hairlining. Okay, I've got a basic sort of line. It's very subtle, but you have to be here to see it. I'm going to take my pointy thing on my brush and separate where I want the new hairline to be. Push the hair back, see if that looks good as a proposed thing. I think that went a little bit too far back, so I'm going to take this and pull some more back this way. Yeah, I want maybe a little bit more. As you can see, by separating out little strands, we're creating a false hairline that's going back a bit further, coming out again, and then going right back in and then down. I think I've actually done a little bit too much, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, I'm happy with this amount of hair. Okay, right, I'm gonna do the same on this side, and I will get back to you, because I need to listen to some Critical Role. So this is a damn fine look. I have made sure that I have tried to get both hairlines as symmetrical as possible on both sides. Now, I try, we'll see how it goes on the mannequin, but this is what I like on my head, which is very different than the mannequin. Always do stuff on your head rather than the mannequin, even if you look like an early Star Trek extra. I'm gonna get this on the bad boy, and I shall... Hello, darkness, my old friend. Dissociate, apparently. Here she is. I've obviously got the hairline here. Now your secret weapon is the tweezers. Tweezers. And it's so simple. I'm just gonna start plucking out each knotted piece of hair one at a time. This will take me a little while. Speed you guys forward so you can see the wonderful work that I do when actually it takes me so long. But for you, it'll be a few seconds. Okay, I finished off plucking out the hair from the hairline. This side, is it this side? Yeah, this side is like the shit. It worked out so well. This side, not so much. I'm gonna have to go back in and fix that. But I think I'll just bring the line down a little bit further, keep plucking, it'll blend it, it'll be fine. There are some little black residues on the lace, and that's where you've like plucked it, but the knot has stayed in the lace. I can sort that out with a bit more like teasing and plucking with the tweezers. And I'm tired now, and I want dinner. So I'm gonna go do that, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the hair cutting and the hair curling. Why did I do that? My name's Narcissus. Hello. It's a few days past because I got very distracted and went antiquing, because that's where I'm at in my life. Why do I keep saying that? Honestly, it's like being possessed. Every time I get in front of a camera, these phrases come out of my mouth, and it's just like, stop. My next job is to actually just curl this. I've done 2 curl tests. The wig is this length, the curl goes to this length, which I'd say is like 5 inches, 6 inches up, which means that you don't want to cut your hair and then do the curls because you'll end up with a bob. So curl the hair first, then cut it. So we're going to do that. My process for curling this wig is to spray it with my curling lotion. Not massively, just damp, moist, squelchy. Curl it with the curling iron, low heat. Then to use some curlers or a plain old bobby pin to recurl the curl and pin it up. The cooling of the curl is what makes the curl stay. If you just did the curler and let the hair loose, it wouldn't do anything. It would just hang there like a flaccid... Right, I'm going to speed this process up because it is a very simple process. Process.
If you're able to buy a curly wig, please do it. Oh my god, this was so annoying to do. Now that I've taken the curls out, I realised it was too curly, so I'm using my hairdryer to smooth out some of the curls. Heat on a wig will remove curls. Take some thread and a needle. And this is my trick for keeping hair out of your face on wigs. Pin the hair into the correct position and then just start sewing it down. I'm making sure that the needle is passing through the wig cap. And then I basically just sew the hairline down like a hairband, but with thread. And you'd think this would be very noticeable, but actually it's kind of hidden. And this is the best way to make sure that your Loki hair does not fall in your face while being out and about. Because I honestly find that things like hairspray or gel just look awful in wigs. It's much better to go old school and just sew the hair down to the wig cap. Here I am ironing again to remove the curls a little bit. You know, just curls. Should have just gotten a curly wig. Wow, that is a hot mess. Now I'm just taking some very sharp scissors and starting to cut the hair to the right length. I'm going to recurl this wig again, so I'm not cutting the hair to the correct length, I'm just going to my collarbones. I'm also thinning the hair out because there's a lot of hair there. Let's recurl again, because I didn't hate myself enough already. Taking curlers out is always so satisfying. Just cutting it up a little bit more. At this point, the curls are finalised. I am making sure that it is to the correct length, which is kind of my shoulder line. And whoopsie doopsie. I need a proper wig holder. This is just a light stand that I've shoved the wig head on top of. Brush it out with your fingers, make sure there's no little bits that are still too long. Get wig hair everywhere, and then a final blow dry to smooth out some of the curls on the wig. Cut the lace off the lace front. Be careful. You don't want all your hard work to suddenly just disappear. I have done that before. It's not nice. Oh, this was when I was like, am I too pale? And then I put my arm next to my face and realised that, no, I have colour matched my face with my foundation correctly. I just am that white. Finally, the wig's on my face. It was only really afterwards that I realised that my wig was slightly squint. Oh, here I am literally just shaving my hairline because I'm trash goblin. Anyway, I'm going to redo the wig, make sure it's symmetrical, because right now it ain't. Last minute trimmings.
Well, that is it. This is how I do Loki wigs. If you can find a wig that has waves or curls in it that look like Loki's, buy that wig, because doing your own curls means you have to curl it several times. You have to then like stamp it down again so it's like the right amount of curls. I'm still not happy with the amount of curls. I think it's too curly now. If you can find a wig that does not have straight hair but has nice curls, buy it. Because this was a whole palaver. Anyway, it's really simple. You can do it. Doesn't even matter if you had never touched a wig before, just, you know, muddle your way through, but it's really simple and it shouldn't be intimidating and you can do it. I believe in you. Now, I'm gonna go take some historical
variant photos of Loki. If you guys like this video, then please stick around, because I'm thinking my next video will be a Loki makeup video. I'm not in my Loki makeup today. This is my more natural everyday makeup for when I'm looking goth. But I have a new updated routine that I do now in 2021 rather than my Loki makeup video that I did back in 2019. So stick around, because I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go get some B-roll footage and take some photos. Okay, I'm gonna go, bye.